always tell Steve, as long as my brother is in this case, you're going to be okay.
Peter Lemoyne remembers the day in 2019 when his brother, former FBI agent David Lemoyne, came out of retirement, determined to help Steve Ducote get to the bottom of his daughter Megan's death.
Once David Lemoyne knew that that girl was killed, nothing was going to stop him. He was fired up when he called me.
Zach Shelton got a call from his friend and fellow retired FBI agent asking for help.
And when I reviewed the file, there was something there. There was no doubt in my mind that we were headed in the right direction.
I had no help, very little help. Then I had the best could ever get.
But to dig into the case, the former FBI agents needed new badges. So they turned to one of the only local law enforcement officials willing to help.
So that's great to see, Colin.
At the time, Ernest Anderson was Cottonport's police chief. He agreed to reopen the case and to deputize David Lemoyne and Zach Shelton.
And he swore us in as Cottonport police officers. And that gave us the authority to look into it.
Then Assistant Police Chief Justin Chenevert asked to be assigned to the case. He strapped on his body cam and helped two seasoned investigators interview witnesses.
All right, go ahead, Section 8.
On January 15, 2019, the original detective on the case agreed to talk. By then, a police officer in a neighboring town. Chris Knight said that on the day of the shooting, he felt overwhelmed and called for backup. Among others, Chad Janson, a well-known detective and blood spatter expert, showed up. And Knight says Janson told him it was clear. Megan had shot herself.
When the body was positioned and the blood splatter in the gun, and it actually was suicide.
But on a recorded interview,
Okay, we're on the record.
Janson disputed Knight's account.
What Detective Knight basically wanted to know was, could I determine if this was a suicide or not? I said, no, it's not that simple.
Janson says he told Detective Knight that the scene was badly contaminated, and he advised Knight to investigate closely until he could rule out homicide. But Knight admits he never sent the gun out for testing.
Wow.
And said he had never fully examined the evidence.
I looked at it as a suicide analysis. If I lost this, then I'll take it by my fault. Was it done on purpose? Absolutely not.
Chris Knight repeatedly refused our request for an interview, but did send this written statement, which reads in part, "I was a young, inexperienced investigator, and would I do some things differently today? With the training and experience I now have, absolutely. Zach and David were now working hard to do better, and did something Knight never had."
Go ahead, Section 8. Dustin Parra.
They questioned Dustin Parra extensively for more than an hour.
Yes, sir. Any charges going on? Any fight going on? Not anything that a normal married couple would go through.
Dustin said that in the weeks leading up to her death, his wife had seemed depressed and obsessed with the question of where young children go when they die.
In the middle of the night, she kept waking me up. I can't stop thinking that my kids wouldn't go to heaven if something happened to them.
Dustin's the only one who said that. She never mentioned it to anybody.
What never made sense to me is if he thought she was going